Hello, welcome to TechWeb Dots. Today I am going to discuss generative artificial intelligence, or we call it in short GenAI. So if you are the beginner who really want to understand what is generative AI, then this video is for you. Okay, let's start without wasting time. So agenda for today's video is we will discuss about its definition and different examples with top 3 cloud provider and some of the applications where we can see the use case of ChatGPT or Cloud Midjourney, Duolingo and other examples and more use cases and about the copyright and the difference between GenAI and AI. Okay, let's move ahead for the definition. GenAI is a type of artificial intelligence, or you can say it's a branch of artificial intelligence that can create new content. Now you must be thinking what kind of new content? So you can see this figure, right? So GenAI can produce text, images, videos, audio, or 3D models. GenAI works by learning patterns from training data and generating new output with the same statistical properties. And GenAI model can take input such as text, images, audio, videos, and code and generate new content. So this is the new thing. It generates new content into any of the modalities mentioned, right? So it means you can give as a input text, and in return you can get image, you can get songs, you can get many more things, right? For example, it can turn text inputs into an image, turn an image into a song, or turn video into text. So now you understand it is creating new content, right? So GenAI is a good fit for creative fields like art, music, or content creation. GenAI can produce and interpret human language, allowing them to generate contextually relevant responses to user prompt. When we say user prompt, it means we are getting a screen where we can write something that we really want to do, or we provide input something that we really provide to the system. When I say system, it means we are giving some input to the application, and in return we will get the output. We will see in the upcoming screen what I am actually talking about. Okay, now GenAI is actually incomplete if we don't discuss about OpenAI and ChatGPT, because it's a buzzword nowadays in the industry. So let's understand one by one. What is OpenAI? So OpenAI is an artificial intelligence research and development company dedicated to ensuring that general purpose artificial intelligence benefits all of the humanity, right? So it is for good cause. So OpenAI have trained a model called ChatGPT. You must have already heard about it. If you not, then don't worry. Which interacts in a conversational way, right? So how you can use it? There is a mobile application as well, there is a URL as well, then you can go there, you can just sign up and you can use it, you can feel its experience. So ChatGPT is a free to use artificial intelligence system with some limitations, but no limitation with the paid version. But for the starting or minimal task, you can definitely use it. So use it for engaging conversation, gain insights, automate tasks, and witness the future of AI all in one place. So the dialogue format makes it possible for ChatGPT, or you can say the prompt, to answer follow-up questions, admit its mistakes, challenging incorrect premises, and reject inappropriate requests. So that kind of intelligence also this ChatGPT model already have. So this is a URL. You can just click on it and see how it looks like. At the end I will also show you in the browser how it looks like, and you can definitely use it as per your need. On the right hand side you can see this is the mobile screenshot where it says, okay, if I am saying something, I am hosting my friends for brunch on Sunday and they are asking what to bring. Could you give me a list of suggestions? I will be making frita and mimosa. Okay, sorry if I am pronouncing wrong. So certainly it's a response from ChatGPT. Here is a list of brunch items your friend could bring. You can start using like this. It is very interactive. So I hope you're now clear what is OpenAI and what is ChatGPT. Okay, now in the IT industry where we can see the use cases of Gen AI. So if you don't know about GitHub Copilot, so it is your code companion. It means if you provide some input, let's say your piece of code, and in the next line you can ask, okay, write a unit test for this function that you already provided to the GitHub Copilot. So it will write all the test cases for you, so you can easily test your function. On the right hand side you can see there is a function parse expense.py. It's a Python file, and on the left hand side you are saying write a unit test for this function. So if you noticed, GitHub Copilot giving us the function which is test parse expenses, and it is writing all the possible cases, and it is making your life easy. This is one of the example of Gen AI in the IT industry. This is not the one, there are many. If I talk about top 3 cloud providers, Azure, AWS or Google, they all are using it. But before that, there are some key terms that you should also understand. Foundation models. Generative AI is powered by very large machine learning models that are pre-trained on vast collection of data and are commonly referred as foundation models or FM. So if I say in broader sense, you can imagine a picture where we have artificial intelligence, a big circle. Under that, the example of AI is, it contains machine learning or vision, and then under that we have generative AI, and then under that we have our foundation model or large language models that is actually doing everything, right? So that is what the definition says. Another part is multi-model, right? So a multi-model model is a type of foundation model that is capable of processing information from multiple modalities including images, videos and text. Okay, let me show you what I'm talking about. For example, you can send the model a photo of a plate of cookies and ask it to give you a recipe of those cookies. Yes, it is possible. If I see on the right hand side, so in the prompt we are saying give me a recipe of these cookies, and we are supplying one picture, and in the response we will get all the ingredients those are required to bake these cookies, right, or to prepare these cookies. So if I talk about cloud providers, if I say Google, the Bard is another GenAI based application. Even if you will see when you are searching something on Google nowadays, so that is also generated by GenAI on Google. I will show you this example. Even the Amazon Code Whisperer is also a AI code generator. You can say that is also your code companion that will help you to write your piece of code. And if I talk about Azure, that is also using Azure AI and its Copilot that help you in search, and it that also provide you interactive mode. So if you launch the Edge browser, which is a new one, and if you so you will notice that Edge browser is actually using the GPT version 4, right? And that's how it looks like. If you see on the right hand side, it give you an option, a new topic or ask me anything, right? It means you can ask anything, your everyday AI companion, and they also call it a co-pilot, right? So that's how every cloud provider in the IT industry now moving in this direction, which is already disrupting the whole market. So this is the buzzword now. Okay, now let's talk about some other application. Those are already in the market and making changes. The example is Midjourney. So if I show you this image, maybe you have seen and maybe not. This is the first image that goes viral and most of us already knows about it. So this is a space opera theater, and it is an image created by the generative artificial intelligence platform, and the name of the application is Midjourney, and it is using by prompt, and the author was Jason Michael Allen. This is the most viral image from Midjourney platform. Okay, let's move ahead for another example. This is also GenAI based application Duolingo. So say you want to understand German or you want to understand Finnish language, then Duolingo is one of the best platform for learning and how it is related to GenAI. So Duolingo uses generative AI to personalize the language learning experiences of its users. I also personally use it and it actually works. If you can also try yourself, if you want to learn any new language, so this platform adapts to each learner's pace and progress and generative exercise and conversation that target specific areas of improvements, making language learning more interactive and adaptive. So this is another beautiful example of Gen AI. Now let's talk about more use cases of Gen AI. So some use cases for Gen AI in different industry that we already noticed so far and also going on, like experience in personalization and customer service automation, fraud detection, supply chain management, predictive maintenance, business process automation. Okay, and those are already finding themselves where it is a complete fit for the Gen AI in the organization. But these all the segments in the organizations gonna use Gen AI now or in upcoming time. Now, about the copyright, according to the US Copyright Office, a creator doesn't have enough creative control over a generative AI tool to claim its output as their own. And more specifically, the Copyright Office said the that because you cannot predict exactly what a generative AI tool will create, you cannot copyright it. So what we are saying actually, whenever you apply some input to the Gen AI based application, so you are not sure how system gonna behave. Maybe at one point of time your prompt will produce a image. Maybe next time when you use the same prompt, then your application will give you a little different image. So it is not stable, right? It is dynamically updating to itself and learning itself, and that's how it's moving. So that's the reason you cannot copyright it, right? Okay, let's move ahead. So there, let's continue. There are more benefits that I really wanted to share and that can do a lot more. For example, outline briefs and about your resume and summarizing them, term papers, summarizing article, email, reports, improve demonstration or explanation videos, create music in a specific tone or a style. And right now I think most of the creators are doing this, using politician voices and at a different point of time making some creative content. We have seen this, it is all over the place. And some best practices for writing Gen AI prompts include being precise and providing context, means what you actually wanted to do or you wanted to create. Now, the last and the important one, what is the actual difference between Gen AI and artificial intelligence? In short, we can say AI. So, artificial intelligence has made significant impact since its inception. I mean, when it started actually. And AI is broad area of computer science focusing on building smart machines capable of performing tasks that typically require human intelligence. And these might include understanding natural language, recognition patterns, solving problems, and making decisions. So AI operates on algorithm and uses data to learn and improve over time. So this is the core area where artificial intelligence really shines itself. But when it comes to Gen AI, so it operates on the principle of generative models such as large language models, which are part of machine learning techniques. And these models are highly effective in understanding complex patterns and using this understanding to create something new, right? So every time it is creating something new and it is completely based on language models. So AI focused on learning from data and making excellent tool for prediction, while generative AI can create new and unique solution based on learned data that is already learned by itself. Predictive AI uses historical data to make predictions, while GenAI can use these insights to generate innovative ideas and solve problems. So this is how where AI is more useful. Now the combination of Gen AI and predictive AI can lead to more robust decision making, better strategic planning, and increased business agility. So that's how now most of the organization taking advantage of both the world. Now I will show you some of the example application that we talked about in this video. If you see, this is the example of Copilot, GitHub Copilot chat, right? You can see this is the function which was provided, and we can see here is the example generated by Copilot. You can easily go to this URL and use it as you want. This is the ChatGPT console, right? So you can write your prompt and it will give you immediate response. This is the ChatGPT 3.5, right? So every time it will give you some hints as well what you can ask, and I mean the suggestion is always be precise, right? Help me study. If I write here, so it will give you all the important questions or important response quickly, okay? And if I click on Midjourney, this is the application we talked about. All these application, all these pictures created by user prompt, and these are really unique and beautiful. If I click on the very first picture, you will see it contains its all the definition, how it picks gonna be created. If I, let's say, create on this one, right? Anime Raymond cat art, beautiful vivid colors, right? So everything has its prompt, right? And that's how it's generated. So all these are really beautiful and new content every time, right? You can log into this application as well and you will feel it is very interactive and it really works, right? Okay, so if I talk about, this is the Duolingo one. You can try it if you want to learn any new language. And if I was talking about tech web, I was talking about Google search and AI. So whenever you type something, you hit search, so there is a tab that always show you, do you want it to see the result which is generated by Gen AI, and the moment you click on create or generate, then you will get the response immediately, right? If I click here, hit enter once again, and if I click on generate, so we will see the result which is generated by Gen AI, right? Okay, let's go back to the video. I hope now you have some better idea. The moment you join this video, you start this video watching, and now I believe you will be in good shape. Now you can say someone, okay, what generative AI is. If you have any question about this that you wanted to ask, you can drop into the comment box. Definitely we haven't talked about in this video about implementation, but the brief, what is actually generative AI and why it is so important. So thank you very much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.